Ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-captain Mitch speaking. We have reached a cruising altitude of 1,300 feet, meaning we should have smooth sailing for a good while here. At this time, I've turned the fasten seatbelt sign off so you can feel free to roam about the cabin and use the restroom facilities. Please try to be aware of lavatory occupancy and not clog up the aisle with long lines if possible, as we have had some regretful accidents in the past. Flight attendants will be coming around to offer some food and beverages soon that I'd describe as decently tasteful, and for anyone looking to purchase alcohol, we do accept Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Keep in mind, we might hit some bumpy skies in a little while ahead, in which case I will turn back on the fasten seatbelt sign and ask that everyone please return to and or remain in their seats. But until then, please just sit back, relax, and let us handle the rest. We know you have a choice when you fly, and we want to thank you once again for choosing Honesty Airways, where we work to show you that be it your aerial comfort and safety or otherwise, we believe honesty is always the best policy. One more quick note, I would also like to ask that at the time that the fasten seatbelt sign does turn back on, that everyone please not only return to and remain in their seats, but also remain as calm and relaxed as possible. I want to remind everyone that it is quite typical for planes to experience occasional turbulence along their course, especially when crossing major oceans like the one we'll be crossing in just a few minutes. I'd like to assure everyone that we will have everything under control, so please just stay cool and act as if nothing is happening when the slight disturbance does come to fruition. Thanks again for flying with us here at Honesty Airways, and we hope you enjoy the ride. Just want to clarify that the reason I bring up the fact that you should remain calm when the turbulence does indeed come, and it will, is because the truth is, and please don't be alarmed by this, but that it won't be coming as a result of rough patch of skies, but in fact, because my co-pilot Mitch here has evidently fainted and currently appears to be unconscious, as up to this point he has been completely unresponsive to my repeated attempts at communication. I should mention he had been complaining of feeling overheated and dehydrated at the start of our ascension, so he began to drink as many liquids as he could find. When that didn't temper the symptoms, he began to disrobe until he was literally stripped down to nothing. While that seemed to do the trick for a while, a few moments later he began to complain about a feeling of vertigo, and trying to get his bearings, decided to lay on the floor of the cockpit and curl up into the fetal position, where he continues to lay motionless and drenched in the pool of his own urine and vomit. Please, I can't stress to you enough, do not be alarmed, as here on Honesty Airlines, we do whatever we can to make sure your flight is safe and enjoyable, while at the same time remaining true to our policy of always being open and honest with you. I mentioned to you not to be alarmed only because I must admit that I am in fact undeniably extremely alarmed at these horrific events that I've just witnessed. In the interest of full disclosure, I have a history of panic attacks, and I sincerely believe I am just a few moments away from joining my colleague Mitch here, right on the floor. I should mention that I've only been a pilot for 8 months and don't truthfully think I have what it takes to land this plane by myself. I've never been much of a leader and always suffered from self-confidence issues, dating all the way back to grade school recess. My wife just left me 3 days ago, directly after disclosing that she was pregnant with the pool boy's child, and it's clear that I am in no shape to lead you all heroically out of this crisis. At this time, I'd ask that everyone quietly reflect on their lives and begin to pray to whatever deity they worship, and somehow, with destiny and divine intervention, we make it out of this disaster alive. Thanks again for flying with us here at Honesty Airways. We hope you enjoy the ride.
Hey folks, this is your Captain Mitch speaking. I'd like you to know that I am alive and well, and that the plane is now safely under control from here on out. I have to apologize for that slight inconvenience and momentary scare. In the spirit of this honest and distinguished airline, I should mention that I've been on a hard drug binge for the last week and a half, and I've been experiencing some wacky bodily symptoms ever since, which obviously led to my mini coma over there. I apologize to my co-pilot Terry here for my unprofessionalism. Wiped off a bit of the urine vomit. We've made amends, and he has regained his composure and is firmly back at the helm. I'd like to say that I can truthfully tell you from my 9 years of piloting that this sort of thing happens all the time in the commercial airline business. The difference is that there's only one airline that's honest with you throughout the entire process, and that's Honesty Airlines.
That's right, folks. This is your co-captain Terry here once again, and I just want to apologize to you all for my deplorably embarrassing act of cowardice back there. I know now that I am a worthy pilot, that life is worth living, and that we are all going to be fine. I appreciate you all for staying calm and bearing with us throughout that life-threatening situation. Thanks again for flying with us here at Honesty Airways, and we hope you enjoy the ride. I'd now like to ask you to please direct your attention to the overhead monitors where our feature presentation, Biodome, with... Quite honestly, I think it's one of the worst movies ever created, but hey, it's better than dying in a fiery plane crash over the Pacific, am I right?
Well, I gotta be honest with you, Terry. It's so bad, I might rather die.
Oh, agree to disagree then, I guess.
All right, pal.
Oh. Thanks again for flying with us here at Honesty Airways. We know you have a choice.
Would you shut the fuck up already?